Hello there and welcome to your fifth game of the day, a surprise game after that hellacious Von Ivan Twisted Tootsie game ended in calamity. We've got Luvnest as the Western player, the Soviets with counter-attack tactics, no doubt meaning shock troops on an urban map with possibility of a KV-1 as well. Ashablois from South Korea, the finest South Korean player left in the tournament scene. He's going for a double Grenadier start with the following commanders available. Lightning War is a strong possibility. We also have Jaeger for more G43 action, or indeed Spearhead. We're not going to see that. It's going to be G43s, I think. This cast is brought to you by Jamesy Jamzo and Jack. I said I wouldn't do a fifth game of the day unless we got some more patrons adding into the fold, making these tournaments happen, becoming soldiers of the league. If you're listening to this on YouTube, it's with these fine gentlemen who are patrons of the Master League system that you see this activity. So if you want to see more tournaments in the future, it's only $10 a month. We're all equals. We're all part of the system. We're all part of the community. And it really does work. You know, in those long stretches in between Sega or Relic-funded mega tournaments, we have so many cool community tournaments to look forward to, and it's thanks to the Master League and its patrons, referees, and players, and maybe me as well, that it all happens, so cheers. Let's introduce the map now, made by Joe J. It's gorgeous. It's Champs-Élysées. And one player in particular, a good friend of mine, Vector, has put a lot of work into making this the autumn version of Paris at wartime. Let's start talking about the game in question. Of course, it's Luvnest double combat engineer play. He wants as many traps set as possible. His conscripts are, of course, planting sandbags and maneuvering around the battlefield. Meanwhile, the Grenadiers are having a bit of fun, just finding some territory sectors to cap. Hey, Donkov, you see our flag over there? No? Well, then raise it. That's from Code 3. It's my favourite voice line. I think it's everybody's favourite voice line from Code 3. And I'm hoping for more of them. More cool voice lines. We've got a fourth Grenadier on its way. We've got more stuff happening here. Not a very good garrison, so they get out of here. It's got windows the north and the south side, but you can't really shoot through the door. Unless you shoot through a keyhole or something. Anyway, combat is forced away by the Pioneers there. Nice win for them. Sandbags being planted. And conscripts pushing around the side. Fourth Gren about to hit any time now. There he is. Hello. Running will not save you, apparently. But they're only using 2 Moz and Nagants there. And it's 4 Car 98Ks. So he's waiting for the other conscript squad. Luvnest is. It's a well-oiled engine. And this is for bragging rights. This is for 4 wins in their group phase. There's no jeopardy here. Both guys are through to the quarterfinals tomorrow. But there's a lot of pride at stake. Combat Engineer's flamethrower hits. Luvnest does not like the feel of this engagement, though, so he backs away, and that's top-level thinking. You have to judge these engagements. You have to have a feel for the RNG and this cover and the odds. And that's why Co is a lot like poker. You assess your hand and you assess the possibilities of your opponent's hand, and then you play your cards. And in this case, Luvnest folds and lives to fight another day. Soft retreats with all of his infantry intact, but the 3 Grenadiers of Ashablois are coming for a flank on this conscript. They're not going to outlast this situation. Heavy cover does help them, though. Finally, they retreat away. Meanwhile, the flamethrower combat engineers are repositioning. Check out TAC map, do some cat map tacking. TAC map casting is what I meant to say. And it's very easy to do that. We've got WM121, he seems new to the stream. He's just investigating some of the awesome stuff the Master League has brought to the scene. One of which is tourney mode, removing the worst RNG in the game. Hopefully Code 3 doesn't need a tourney mode. Let's only hope. Combat Engineers versus Grenadiers there. They're going to go and figure out this fuel situation. AK decap it most likely. Or no, they're going to go for the victory point first. Interesting situation. Back in base, we've just had in light mechanized company and a 222 on its way. Back over here, we're going for the cutoff. So he didn't go for the fuel, but he did go for the cutoff. More Grens push in. Still no commander chosen for Ashablois. Let's quickly check out the stats. See the KD and his Ashablois flavor. Oh my. That's 4-1. Where it was for a moment. Now it's 3-1. 12 is very divisible. One of the best numbers. I wish our counting system was base 12. A lot of people do. One thing Imperial gets right is you can divide very easily by it. Or into it, rather. Nice rifle, Nate. Can he finish the job? Combat Engineer is dead. Good work by Asher there. Theodosios in chat. Well played, sir. You had a great tournament foray today. I don't know if you're through, though. I think you had a win and a loss. A win. I don't know how it worked, but I don't think you're through. But well played anyway. Let me just check it. Is Theodosios true? I forget. Is he? Oh, yeah, he's through. Well played, sir. Well played. Good work. I can't believe it. Considering how you played versus Luvnest, like, did you just kind of, like, pace yourself against him, knowing that he was the hardest person you were going to be up against? I can't blame you. I mean, you didn't play terribly, but it was very pensive performance. You've played. So glad to have you back on the scene, though, Theo. You've always been a very nice gentleman. We like gentleman players in our scene. People that fight with a smile on their faces. That's what Winston Churchill used to say. It's the kind of man he liked, and it's the kind of men we like, or possible women, in our community. Ah, you just didn't know what to do on North Milf Road. It's difficult. It's difficult. I liked your Schwer positioning, though, Theo. It made sense. It was one of those rare Schwer positionings that kind of works, and it's because of the elevation up to the bridgehead. You were defended by the elevation. Wouldn't work in Co3, though. I just keep mentioning Co3. I just really like it. Nice little detail there. A little water party for these guys. Meanwhile, the 222 has climbed to its first kill. Makes no sense, that sentence. I'll stop speaking now. And start speaking again now. Conscripts versus the sandbags here. Versus the sandbags that when the whiskey hits. Let's go on tour with the 222. The Panzer Sperrwagen. Oh, he goes. He whips his hair back and forth. Great gear usage there. Backwards, forwards, backwards. No worries, Moscow Morty. Moscow, are you still a patron? You were at one point. You certainly put a lot of dollars into the league, though, so we'll always remember that. Thank you, sir. Moscow Morty, one of the general backers of the Master League's first season. Big supporter of tournament coming eras. Pack 40 coming down the road. Looking what's on at the pavilion this weekend. Maybe he'll take Ursula and Gertrude there on a double date. But for now, he's got some T-70s to destroy. Mines planted. That should help Luvnest. Of course it will. Grenadiers should win this thing. No, they won't. Not if they lose models. They're low on health. I thought they would be okay because there's another squad joining the fray, but yeah, there you go. They forced the retreat from Luvnest. Meanwhile, combat engineers are in a perilous position. 222 needs to... Yeah, he's corralling him. He's going to go stationary and keep the aggression on. He gets the kill. That could be dead. He's scared of the 18-aid. Oh, he could have got the kill there, IMO. Could have got the kill. Maybe the T-70. Ah, the T-70 is, of course, too close for comfort, and that's why he was scared. He has every right to be. But he's got the pack backing him up. That's going to force the T-70 back, and the Faust, possibly. Well played by Asher. Brim full of Asher on the 45. Brim full of Asher on the 45. Everyone needs a bosom for a pillow. Everybody needs a bosom. Flashback to the 90s there. Rifle nade goes in, and Luvnest dodges it. The kind of micro that got him to 2 World Championship victories. Possibly the best pound-for-pound Company Heroes 2 player ever. You don't get that far without the ability to react to imminent threats flying into your face. Combat users Grenadiers. This is a cut-off to nowhere. Got some mines planted by Luvnest. Let's go on mine watch there. There's one there, of course. Expecting to see one south, possibly not. No one ever goes down here, by the way. This is a playable area on Champs-Élysées. Didn't see enough of it in tournaments, so I'm really excited to see its re-emergence. For me, it's as good as Canal Park. I will just say it. Canal Park and Champs-Élysées are equals in my mind. Very good maps, both of them. Maybe Canal Park's a little bit better looking, and I think Champs-Élysées possibly plays a tiny bit better. Tightrope in chat, the legendary tightrope. I love Tightrope because we offer different things to the community, but I see him as my true equal in the amount of content he provides. Grenadiers could die here. It's just fantastic, and his thumbnails are next level. Absolutely brilliant community contributor. Grenadiers pursue, looking for the victory point. Victory point wise, Luvnest is down. I don't think he's too worried about that. He's certainly thinking about shocking Ashablois with his next assault, though. T-70 pushing in, and the said troopers, the eponymous troopers, looking for an angle. Possibly want to go around here and ambush the Jaegers, perhaps. Conscripts pushed away. Meanwhile, in the north, we've had a target destroyed. That was a combat engineer dying to the Grenadier G43 squad there. Shock troopers are seen by the Jaegers and the 222, and their assault is going to be quashed, it seems. We've got bits of Paris flying all over the place. T-70 with some shots in on the Mercer. Meanwhile, the South Victory Point's being capped. Shock troops are going to put their backs against the wall and be shot at by the 222. Not too sure about that decision. There we go, Do-si-do, ring around the roses here. Pioneers can't offer any resistance. Shock troops just buying time for the T-70's arrival. Gren went down, Moscow Morty says. Thank you, sir. It's my 5th casted game of the day, so I'm bound to miss a couple of things here and there. But Gren's gone down. Combat engineers have gone down. The combat engineer's been rebuilt and is now a minesweeper squad. Lovely stuff. Mine detonates. Another one's planted. Is he seen? Looks to me like he was. He's going to finish it anyway. What the hell? There's a million mines. Doesn't matter if you see this one. You got 999,000 mines left to worry about. Oh, 222 attacks the VW. Possibly the Renault, actually. Scripts line up 3 victory points capped for Luvnest at the moment. This mine's not going to be planted. Jumps in the garrison, gets a nice view of things. 222 pursues.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
T-70's not really got any kills at all, actually. Shock troops neither. I mean, this is really good defensive play by Ashablois. I'm very quickly going to go and do something. Hang on. That'll be pretty cool, hopefully, for the stream. We've got an engagement in the north, though. Grenadiers versus conscripts. You have to watch out for that. Conscripts reposition themselves. There we go. And let's show you their player card, shall we? Not a bad idea, is it? The player card's showing you that Luvnest, of course, with his 2 World Championship victories, giving him a massive Master League trading card ranking. Ashablois, meanwhile, is a good all-rounder. He makes up for it with excellent defense, really decent resolve, and he's just a great all-rounder. But in this game, you know, based on it, he's the equal to Luvnest, but this is their overall career taken into account. Just a cool feature, I like it. Should have said it at the start. You think the stats are cringe? I don't. A lot of people like them, Tapis. Maybe you're a negative Nancy. How about that? In the north, in the industrial district, the conscripts are backing away from the pioneers because they're worried about what's coming at them. Not anything right now. Luvnest is showing a little bit of tiredness in this game, it seems. He's not quite as crisp. But overall, his attacks, you know, he's looking to try and slowly push up on Asher from multiple angles here. Well, it's not a recent photo, Jamesy Jamzo. Smoke grenade for the shock troopers there, and the Peppershars get close distance. Oh, they're being surrounded though and forced away. That was a mauling there by just Wehrmacht numbers. I have to say, by the way, Ashablois has had some excellent victories on east side of Champs-Élysées, most notably in the map-making tournament we did back in June. He was a bit of a beast on this map, it has to be said. And I think Luvnest is finding that the Ashablois plays really well on this map in particular. Now then, munitions-wise, look how well his infantry is endowed with G43s. Really good stuff. Heard that somebody shouted. Was it this guy? Tripwire flare. Yep, there you go. 15 munitions for 30 manpower. Not a bad trade. This is now out. Apache Jack says. Well said. A little bit late. He could have done with it earlier. The 222 was having a bit of a field day. Fuel-wise, Ashablois got a hecton. He's also gotten to battle phase 2. So these pioneers could possibly have built support armor core. But I remember Ashablois went tier 4 last time he was on Champs-Élysées, and I remember going on about where's the Panzer 4, where's the Panzer 4, and then he came out with a Panther and a Brumbear. So maybe he's going to do that again, because otherwise these pioneers would be in base. Saying that he's actually built it, so shut up, eh? You're not making any sense. He does have the option to build a Panzer 4 right now, but he's not done it. My point makes no sense though, so never mind. Shock troops show themselves, but can't really close the distance. They only have 1 kill, which for me is just really good defensive play by Asher. Triple cap, nearly engaged for Luvnest. He sets up the sandbag and he's on that northern victory point. Meanwhile, he's got behind a sandbag in the southern victory point, and he's dominating the centre with his T70. Pack 40 and 222 go north, just as the conscripts finish the capping there. And there's the triple cap for a moment. 363 victory points versus 344. So a very equal game. What's Asher thinking? Look at his fuel income, look at his manpower. He still could be going for tier 4 at this rate. T70 gets a few shots, as does the burning Molotov cocktail. Get some health damage. Panzer 4 is on its way, so he didn't go for tier 4 in the end. Oh, PPSH's foray in. I think they actually may have gotten their second kill finally. Can't confirm at this point in time. It's been a good game thus far though, hasn't it? 222 pushing in. Against the building conscripts. They are able to finish the sandbag though, importantly, and now they're back to just a normal 6-man con. How terrible. Where's their 7th man? Oh, I want a refund. Zis gets a shot away on the 222, or maybe just forces away by its mere presence. T70's gotten 4 kills now. Grenadiers forced away by the flamethrowers. Back in the centre. Zis barrage does the damage. Combat engineers are forced away by the Grenadiers. They're not going to want to advance because of the mine threat. And there are no mines, but it's the threat of mines that scares you. And look at this. Big Klim is about to emerge just as the Panzer IV hits this knight in white shining armour. We're now going to get something a lot heavier. A lot less penetratable. And it is indeed Clement Voroshilov, #1. Making his presence soon to be felt. Panzer IV, those got to start killing. Shock troops have got to start ambushing. They still only have 1 kill, by the way. Not had a great day. Just destroying possible mine locations. He swept them, so now he's trying to destroy it. He's got this one as well. Maybe he remembers where both were. That would be impressive. Wasn't able to sweep either. Panzer IV's waiting for the shock troops. In the north, again, sandbags have been finished. And look at this. Timon and Pumbaa. And they're not saying Hakuna Matata. They're possibly saying Arrivederci to that Grenadier, getting a big shot in there. Finally, the mine is destroyed. Minesweeper's pushed back in, and they're going to get the other one now. There you go. Mine sweeping duty and destruction from the Panzer IV Pioneer combo. Luvnest with the excellent VP control is now downed Ashablois to 307. Panzer IV has free reign to go south and push away these shock troops. Clement pushes back in the centre around the statue. Conscripts forced away by the 222. Now Veteran 22 given in that orbital satellite-esque view. Panzer IV versus Klim. Oh, shock troops die where they stand. And we have Asher now with a Stuka available. Maybe he'll threaten this KV-1 in. But he needs to get a Faust off, and he hasn't done so in order for the, of course, the Stuka to have best effects. No, I think, crazy enough as it sounds, nah, I'd never argue for a B4 in 1v1. Never. Not at this caliber of play. If there was a few more support weapons from Ashablois, it wouldn't be the worst idea, though. But you look at the support weapons, he's only got 2 packs and a mortar. No MGs. Had it been 2 packs, a mortar, and an MG, I would argue for the B4, in my opinion. It's a 3-shot. Nah, that's a better choice. Go for the Katusha. Katusha's much better option in elite level 1v1. It's more nimble, mobile, and its first shot hits with less warning than nearly anything else, really, except for maybe the Panzerwerfer. Oh, big shot from the Zist there. Can he finish the job? Even Mosin the gunfire could penetrate and do the job there, and indeed they do. Or was that a kill for the... I know it was a kill for the Mosin the Gans. Well called by the caster, whoever that was. Very good. G43 is coming for the flank. They go in the house first. Look out the window. And the packs push forward. Meanwhile, the Zist. Sorry, the T-70 could fall prey here. Oh, no. Dad, help me. Get in there. Okay, son. Not until the rocket artillery is strucken. Is that a word? I don't know. Possibly. Let's pretend it's a word. Strucken. Has struck. That's probably the word I wanted. Struck. That's it. Ha! Twisted. Dude, you've got to watch the cast of your game earlier. You're going to love it. You're going to touch yourself and watch it, I'm sure. It was so good. Oh, you did. Good, man. It was so cool. Thank you for not talking in chat whilst it was going on. You observed the rules. The long-standing rules of our community. Which we're going to have to build up again in Co 3, where we have a new batch of players and fans. Ashablois beginning to dominate the mid to late now, I would say. He's just, you know, very good defensive play. Got a lot of veteran shields. Grenadiers helping him out, but this KV-1 is a looming spectre on the horizon. Katusha with a huge volley on the mortar. He's going to have to pick up the weapon. Is going to get wiped. Conscripts keeping the salvo tight there. Look at the damage on the weapon thanks to that. One of those rare things you think about when playing, but he kept the surveillance up and was able to tighten the salvo. Beautiful play. Shot troops push away the Grens. Conscripts watch on. KV-1 has barely suffered any damage. Finally gets his engine damage. Combat engineers rush forward their Vet 3 so they can of course repair on the field of combat with no penalty. We've had 4 the Mother Russia. That's why they sprinted into the situation, as do these conscripts and these shock troopers. But the Panzer IV is going to make short work of them if they go stationary for too long, because he's a turret of anti-infantry fire. He backs away though, feeling the threat of a possible Ziskan attack, but there's none forthcoming. Meanwhile, this is a G43 Grenadier watching on for the packs, but they're in a moment of jeopardy here. They could have their crew weapons wiped, but no, the Panzer IV instead wipes the shock troopers. That was really dangerous play by Luvnest. Getting out of his box a little bit, might try and wipe the Pack 40 here, but the Pioneers are going to pick it up. For those plosives on the microphone. Get it in there. No need for a spit guard with AE. Back in the South Combat Engineers watch. Yes, Twisted, I agree. I think you would build the B4. He's going for a T-34 though. So that's why we all snore. Oh, what a bore. Anything else rhyme with bore? For sure.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
So. Okay, I wouldn't make the best rapper. Mine in. Destroys the cover. That's cheeky. Mine. That's a grenade, Matt. Not a mine. The handheld throwing mine. Grenadiers low. Panzer IV pushes in. Gets a good shot off on the conscripts. 3 of them remaining as the other 4 die writhing on the field. In the north, conscripts forced off. T-34 rolls onto the field. Hello. I'm a tank. This guy's a tank too. He may be a small 2-man tank, but he's still a tank. Katusha's salvo is over here somewhere. On the retreat path, is it? Oh no, it was a shotgun round. T-70 immediately gets engine damaged by the Jaegers. What's T-34 doing? Trying to make up for the T-70's lack of mobility, it would seem. Victory point wise, Ash has held the line for a while now. He has a lot of munitions as well, so Stukas could be imminent, and he's also going for a Panzerwerfer to Werf those Panzers. Thanks for the raid, Anubius Naif. Let's go for a cinematic or two now. I think it's probably a good idea. It's a moody battlefield, isn't it? Can you shoot a thumbnail, maybe? That T-34 is very dead. Cool. Panzerwerfer's going to line up a shot here. I can cast quite well with cinematic mode. You're not actually missing much. I hope you know that. Because you can kind of see what's going on. If you look at the north of the picture, it's quite easy. This is going to be good. Panzerwerfer's lining up here. Meanwhile, oh, sorry, that's not a tripwire. I'm going to have to go off for a second. I'm actually losing understanding of what's going on. Panzer IV destroys the cover. Conscripts watch on. Conscripts forced away. KV's up to 6 kills now. Is this Panzerwerfer shot yet? He's not shot. He's waiting for the perfect moment. I knew he was. Meanwhile, Grenadiers cap dying where they stand for this cap. Katusha's ready for another salvo. This will be good. The packs have shown themselves. They've shown themselves. Surely they're going to get shot at. He is waiting for the perfect moment as Luvnest. Meanwhile, Panzer IV's looking to push in. He's got the Panzerwerfer ready as well. Oh, it's all happening, ladies and gents. Here it comes. Panzer IV pushes in to take out the Katusha. He's got the strafe off as well. He misses. Here comes the Panzerwerfer. Down on the Ziskuns, most likely. There it goes. Ziskuns annihilated. KV-1 goes in. He's going for the Panzer IV. The Panzerwerfer's a target of choice, but the KV-1's too damn slow. Pack 40's push in. Here come the conscripts. That's a misclick possibly from Ashablois. Oh no, it's been stolen! He pushed forward and stole it. My bad. That's what cinematic mode does for you. Great work by Luvnest stealing the Pack 40. He gets taken out by the Jaegers, maybe, yes. But the KV-1 backs up. And he's gotten both of them. What an assault there. Grenadiers are so annoyed by that. They're like a hornet's nest that's been kicked. The KV-1's trying to protect the steel. But here comes the infantry. They want this damage. The Panzer IV's out of the picture. He can't get there. One Pack 40's down. Both are down. The infantry's fighting on. But here come the 7-man conscripts to take it back. KV-1 rages on. He's trying to steal the Ziskun now. He's getting a light artillery barrage. Wants to destroy both stolen pack guns. Can it do the damage? It really needs it. Oh, it's not doing it at all. That's a big win for Luvnest. Light artillery barrage needs some really lucky shells here. Oh no, Luvnest is an AT gun city now. Conscripts push forward against the damaged Panzer IV. Can't get the damaged engine. Sorry, can't get the 18-8 off to finish the job. Oh my. And where is Ashablois now without his AT guns? He does have a Panther on its way. Where's that come from? Luvnest, his material is increasing. I can't believe that Katusha survived there. Amazing stuff. Elpern's grimacing at the idea of a Panther. Oh, Pax, look at that. Luvnest has an AT wall now at his disposal. He picked... That was the lower health one, right? Is he going to try and destroy it? I think he is. No, he's going to go for the shock troopers instead. Fair enough. Meanwhile, in the Vet 3 T-70 putting the work in. Anyone ever seen Men at War? That film? Or is it Children of War? Men at War's a game, isn't it? What's the film with the continuous camera shot through the war zone? Son of Men? Son of War? Somebody help me out here, please. Continuous camera shot. It's about like... There's been a disease that wipes out humans' ability. Children of Men, Elpern. I thought that... I know we missed the packs being stolen. It was kind of shit. But... It was cool looking, wasn't it? Kind of reminded me of Children of Men. A little bit, because you're kind of confused and it's awesome to see, but you kind of like, please, show me the UI. Also, they stole the idea and put it into that film 1917, didn't they, Rachel? You said 1917, but that was originally Children of Men that had this continuous camera shot idea. It was really cool to see. We got another Stuka anti-tank strafe coming in, this time on the stricken KV-1. This could be good. The Panther's watching on as well. Look at that salvo from the Stukas! KV-1 down. Panther finished the job. Panzer IV pushing in. We do have the AT guns assembling though, but the Panzer IV is going to push past them. He's looking for the Katusha, surely. He targets momentarily the T-70, but here comes the rocket artillery's time to die. And indeed it does on the second time of asking. T-70's an island of resistance now. It's now going to be targeted. This could be a big win for Asher. 4 wins to his column. He could be the only 4-win player from today's activities. T-70 down in the centre. The Jaegers are capping. And what a comeback for Asher. He doesn't have the infantry, but he certainly has the tanks now. Thing is though, this game's got so much further to go. So much further to go. Because Luvnest has 3 AT guns and a victory point advantage. Meanwhile, Asher has all the tank advantage and rocket artillery advantage. So this is just a crazy line of Alpines, right? Interesting army comps indeed. It's all over the bloody place. I love it. Imagine we nearly didn't see this game. Big thanks to James, Jamso and Jack for becoming patrons and taking the gun away from the 5th game of the day's head, and we got to see it. It was released, albeit never the same again. Pioneers have had to be built because 1 Vet 2 Pioneer is not enough to get this Panzer IV and Panther back onto the field, and Ashablois made a good decision there. Well said, Zany. Artillery is the counter to tanks actually in World War II, isn't it? It sounds crazy, guys, but I actually argued in Co 3 maybe make arty like more of a counter to tanks. It actually was in World War II. It was really good at anti-tank duty. Try and like Oh, Panther's in peril. Oh, there's triple AT gun combo. Now that's the true counter. It's amassing an amazing array of anti-tank weapons and just deleting your opponent's best tank. Not a bad idea. All of a sudden, Ashablois' comeback is completely derailed. And Luvnest is, of course, imperious. As always. AT grenade glances off harmlessly. Shock troopers push in menacingly. 6 kills, 7 kills. 3 times a lady, and I love you. Oh, and here it is, the triple AT gun combo. Looking for the kill. Can't get it off thanks to the good. Oh, this could be good. Look at this. Rocket artillery on the AT guns. Wipes 2 of them. Oh yeah, that'll help. Shame he hasn't got the Panther anymore. He could push in and kill the weapons. Panzerwerfer now up to 16 kills. He needs to keep that thing alive should he want to win this game. 169 fuel and counting for the best South Korean player on the planet today as the crew members bravely run away down the streets. He ran into the house. He ran through the window. Did you see that? I know I didn't show it for long, but the crew member ran into the window. Cool. Is that Nevermind? No, that's an album by from 1991 by Nirvana. 20 years ago that album was released. I'll now try and incorporate as many Nevermind-based jokes as I possibly can, because Alpern requests it in chat. Conscripts in bloom here, pushing into the flowers. As Grenadier is quite idle. They must be on lithium. Not great. We're now entering our 33rd minute of this endless, nameless battle. Going on forever, it seems. And Luvnest isn't picky about his Tier 4 vehicles. Come as they, they are. T-34 in this case. Might as well come onto the battlefield. Good work. And these really long games can drain you. They often become... it's about egos. It's about territorial pissings. It's about trying to just prove you're the better player. And in this case, it's not about breeding as it would be in real life. It's just about winning a Company of Heroes game. Very different. Of course, with no GCS 3 until coronavirus over, neither of these players will be on a plane in order to get into a grand final.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
I think I've done nearly all 12 songs of the track listing there. I can't. I'm so close to completing them. So close.
The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
If there were any Nirvana fans, that would have been really cool. But for the 99.9% of the viewers, it wasn't a very good situation. Meanwhile, we've had For the Mother Russia utilised. Luvnest is up against a Brumbear soon. No infantry. Well, he's got 3 infantry squads still, actually. My bad. But the Brumbear's an interesting choice. He has to be really careful. He has to offer the Brumbear as bait for the AT guns and then counter it with the Panzerwerfer. Panzerwerfer's recently fired, but still on 16 kills only. T-34 watches on as the combat engineers lead the fray. 2 victory points in Luvnest's column at the moment, but conscripts are about to make a third. Tripwire flare went off, forcing that pioneer away. It's going to cap the victory. Grunge is not it was pretty cringe, to be fair, Thicker. There were a couple of good bands, weren't there? Let's face it, but the rest were bad. Sonic Youth were good, Nirvana were good. I'm not the biggest Pearl Jam fan, but I know they were good, but I'm just not a fan. Soundgarden had one good song. What else was there? Not much, to be honest. Oh, Brumbear shows its frontal armor. Where's the Panzerwerfer? That's the combo I was talking about. There it goes. He's making himself more known. He has to tempt these guns into a pattern. But currently, Luvnest is separating them. It's almost like he's countering his own counter right now. That's smart. Well said by Brutus in chat. There is no KV1 at the moment, so he can't really just brute force his way through a situation. But saying that, I mean, he's doing pretty well already. He's kind of spread himself thin, but he's still got a triple cap. Here comes that rocket artillery. It's on this pack, the stolen pack. Oh, yeah, I know the one you mean. The one that K-Pen goes on about. You've been hanging out with K-Pen too much. Frog Stomp or something? No. Maybe not. Silverchair, that was it. I think they're Australian, actually. T-34 pushes away the Jaegers. Shock troops push in. They've got an 11 kills. That snuck up on us. Panzerwerfer forced away. KV-1's building. Brumbear misses the shock troops, but inflicts a lot of health damage regardless. Grenadier is low on health. Conscripts watch on and take a pot shot at their retreat. Asher's forced back massively. Victory points bleeding away. T-34 takes a cheeky shot in. It's a full hurt there. Pack 40 returns fire. You need to stiffen your resolve. You need to stiff up a lip. And you need to get back in there, Asher. He's got his munitions ready yet again. He needs to get this Gren ready because he's low on infantry in total versus Luvnest. Well, it's 4 infantry, 2 well, no, actually not that bad, to be fair. It's the Zis. It's the, if you don't look at the AT guns, guys. Infantry-wise, then it's not that unfair. Oh, he's used the LAB this time. He still has enough for the Stuka as well. Could he use them in... Oh, he's pushing in multiple avenues. The Panzerwerfer fires, yes. Can he get the shots away, though, with it? Oh, he's gone for the conscripts. He gets the wipe. That was cheeky. Wasn't expecting that. He expected to be on the AT gun, so he split them in 2v2 style. Meanwhile, Pack 40 pushes up. Brumbear supporting. Gren's lucky to survive. They're forced away, but the Jaegers die. Oh, no. Meanwhile, Panzer IV and conscripts in a perilous battle there. Shock troopers Brumbeared out of existence, but the MP40s can't finish the job. Meanwhile, KV1 trying to force the Pioneers from the central victory point. Panzer IV can't do anything with the stricken engine. Pack 40 pushes up. Double AT guns push north to take out that Panzer IV. Pioneers capping the right to stay in this game as the Brumbear hits a mine. It's now going to fall prey itself, just like the Panzer IV did to this devilish AT gun combo. Luvnest looks likely to take 4 victories and take a vital one against Asher to have a psychological advantage heading into tomorrow's quarterfinals, knowing he's the only player to have won all 4 games today. Maybe DevM did as well. Kind of makes sense because these are all your top-seeded players, aren't they? What a good day of group phase action it's been. Scorched Earth 2 has been a resounding success thus far. The Allied Axis concept has been fun as well. Good AoE damage by the KV-1 as he tracks his prey. But the towel is thrown before it can have its final say. Luvnest wins his 4th game of the day. And he goes into the quarterfinals with his head held high. But Ashablois can be proud of his performance as well. It's been a good day of tournament action. And we've enjoyed having you all. If you're watching this on YouTube, please keep in mind this was a very tired cast, and I may have gone on some tangents, but it's to stay alive as a caster. So we had some good fun though. Let's check out the stats before we go. It's a bit of a killing match, wasn't it? Army value wise, you can see the ums and ahs, the ebbs and flows, the to and throws, the seesaw action, as you can see on the points held. And yeah, it was a good little game. That. Cheers, guys. And let's go over to the group phases. We now finally have all of our results in, it seems, and we can survey who were the big winners and losers, and also now put our players through to the quarterfinals. As you may have been able to work out by the fact that there were victory points, it was basically the most wins and then the most victory points. The 1-2 of each subgroup goes through. The reason we can't do like the best 4 players globally is because everyone was locked in against the same players. So the only judging metric we have is how you performed against the players you were put up against, if that makes any sense. So it is relevant to each group. The top 2 of each go through. So that means Ashablois and Theo are your number 1s from the Axis group here. So they will go through. Luvnest and Twisted Tootsie, surprisingly, go through as the Allied victors. We have Nagano and Markov. Jibber was taken out by Alpern. Alpern's dying. He doesn't go through Alpern, bless him, but bloody hell, what a way to lose. He doesn't make it past the group phase, but that is a fantastic way to... Oh my god, what a game by Alpern. That's really good play, because I don't know if he... Look at that versus Markov. Oh my god, he's the only person to beat Markov today. Then he beat... what's his name? Ferrigy. And then he beat Jibber. Now, he should be in the voting, in my opinion. I'll put him forward for the voting. We'll also do the voting, by the way, on the... I need to stop sharing the referee channel. That's a bad idea. We need to know who you guys think should be put forward. So put forward your underdog of the group phase award, and then we'll do a vote to see who wins the $50. He is going through, though, Tulsa, but he will definitely be put as an underdog possibility. So yeah, definitely Twisted Tootsie. Tulsa votes him. So patrons, go and put forward, go and put forward your underdogs. I need some more. Let's write that here. We won't do it live on stream. We'll do it overnight so more patrons get the option to vote. Let me do the seeding off camera so I don't get pressured. Hang on a second. So let me figure this out. Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious, to be fair. So Asher should go there. Theo goes here. I'll do all the axis first. Nagano here. Markov here. And then Luvnest. Oh no, hang on. Luvnest already faced Asher, so he should go. Luvnest already plays Theo. Oh, this doesn't make any sense. Don't... I'm going to write whip and whip here. I need to figure this out. I want it so they play people they've not played and they don't run into people they've already played. I don't want that to happen. So I'm trying to split them up based on how they perform. So that means... But Luvnest should definitely not be facing Nagano. But then that would be up against Theo. So maybe Theo should stay in his own bracket or something. Yeah, that makes more sense. Then Luvnest... Yeah, okay, we'll do it that way. So Theo goes there. And then the second best performing player. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that makes way more sense. Okay, that's better. I'll show you guys what I'm doing after. I just don't want the pressure of you seeing it as I do it. Luvnest then gets the right to face Markov, who's the lower seed he's not faced yet. And the runner-up Twisted Tootsie has to face Nagano. Then, if I'm not mistaken, we go to Dev M, who's the best seeded allied player of that group. But then he gets to face the worst seed Wehrmacht of the other group. And then Inka Una, who wins on victory points, unfortunately for Alpern, gets the right to face Ashablois. Now, I'm pretty sure that makes sense, but before I make it official, I'm still going to call it whip in big letters here, actually. I just want to figure this out, make sure I've done the right thing. So, God. So it should be that you split the best players up and they don't have the chance to face each other if they've already seen each other. So that means Asher and Devem were from different sides, so they're the winners. So they are the semi-final. Yep, that makes sense. Nagano and Luvnest are from different groups and they're the winners, so they are the other semi-final. And then you put Inka and Theo. Yeah, they're both the same. No, Asher and Theo are from the same group. Nagano and Markov are from the same group. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Twisted and Luvnest. Yep, Twisted and Luvnest. And then Devem Inc. Okay, I've done it. There we go. So the seeding's now done for the quarterfinals tomorrow. The way it was decided was based on wins and then victory points. And then I made sure that people from the same group didn't face each other in the quarters and the semis, so they're now split. So these guys are now in a grudge match here. These guys are in a part of the brackets there. So it's going to be Asher versus the runner-up allied player of this group. Theo's your Wehrmacht runner-up, so he gets to face the strongest allied player from the other group. So Theo Devem. And then you've got Nagano, Twisted Tootsie, and Markov Luvnest. My series tomorrow will be after everyone else's because I'm going to be watching the F1. So I'm going to find two players that want to play later. So I won't be casting Asher Inca. I might see what Nagano and Twisted Tootsie are up to or something. But me and my family, we're going to gather around to watch the F1 live because it's going to be a massive final. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting quarterfinals tomorrow. And then super interesting semi-finals the following Saturday. So yeah, the seeding's done now. And I will delete that message. There we go. But congratulations everybody for a fantastic day one of action. It's been riveting stuff. We've had everyone competing their strongest. I don't think anybody can have any complaints. No worries, James Johnson. Thank you for your patronage as well. Let me go to my own camera now and just make sure, see if we've had any more patrons in the Master League. No more, but we've had a good haul of people today. We're up to $815 again. It's really good. Thanks to Jack, James Jomzo, and Thomas, and Apache. All four of you have really helped today. Big thanks. Asher says, what if both Axis or both allies lose? I didn't consider that. Oh, then we'll just have to make it a traditional best of 5. No, we won't. No, we'll do a vote. We'll do a vote with the remaining players. They can vote for mirror matches or traditional matches, probably. Something like that. We'll figure it out. I'm pretty dumb. I've been organising tournaments for a long time, but I kind of get arrogant these days, and I just think, oh, it'll work. Yeah, we'll do a vote, I think. It'll be fun to have mirror matches, though, with Code 3 on the horizon. But it depends on what the players think. We'll figure it out. I genuinely should have thought of that. Kind of stupid of me, isn't it? So yeah, what the players are referring to is something that I missed, and I'm super stupid. But obviously this quarterfinal makes perfect sense. But what if you get the double Wehrmacht players winning? Does this become Wehrmacht? Does this become Allies? Do we go into an insane situation? Luvnest, will you stop being so conservative? Nagano, you're another conservative guy. You all like, come on, this is a computer game. Let's just have fun and play crazy competitive code together. Does it have to be like mechanized Ostrupen on Amelie Field's best of 21 or something for $10,000 every time? Can't we just go crazy? Can't we just have fun? It's like, you're all good and you're playing for money. That's like the base level. The rest is just have fun. Surely. I think mirror matches would be hilarious, but I want to see what you guys think as well. I'm not just going to force you to play, even though you're technically playing for fan money. I'm not going to force you to play unless you are comfortable. So I'm not going to make you play on fire or in a bee's nest or in a huge wicker man doused in petrol and the loser gets doused on fire or any situation like that, or roll you in a barrel and roll you down a hill. None of this will happen unless you're comfortable. But, it'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? If the Wehrmacht win here. Although I have kind of organised it, if you see, like the highest seeds are against each other, so it should stay traditional. But come on, guys. The Age of Empires 2 scene is way bigger than ours for some reason. And they just have crazy fun. They have, like, stupid tournaments. Playing with bees in the room. Master League Tournament 7. Bees in the room. on the ref cams, like, can you open your bees now? Yeah, but their games can be over super soon. Ours is this like rubber band mechanics. Oh god, we do have two VIPs right next to each other, and these are two of the best players we've got, but they're very conservative. And then, to be honest, I can understand why. They've gotten very good at playing traditional matchups. And